Okie dokie. Well, hopefully this is working, or else this is going to be a gigantic waste of time. But my name is Pat Hirsch, and welcome to the channel. I do outdoor stuff, ATVs, shooting, 2A, and all sorts of other different stuff. Um, this is the first episode of Wednesday Night Rants with your host, obviously me, Pat Hirsch. So, all right, well, let's get down to it. Some things that have really been bothering me, just as a normal red-blooded American, and I am coming to you from a bunker in an undisclosed location, aka my basement. You're probably all wondering why I have a sweatshirt on. It's because it is a nice 60 degrees, and I was just out in 100-degree weather, so yeah, big temperature swing. So anyway, I digress. Here we go. Hopefully it's not too rough, and I hope I don't make myself look like too big of an idiot. Some of the things that have been bothering me as an American. My first thing I had wrote down tonight was mask mandates. With everything that had happened with all of the shutdowns and everything from last year, and finally everything getting reopened, and finally starting to see businesses and stuff take off. Granted, now I know it wasn't that bad in here in Nebraska, but it's been tough in other places, especially in some of the blue states. So and my heart goes out to all those people. So sorry, I got somebody on here. But anyway, some of the things that have been bothering about the mask mandate starting to roll back around on this, and it all kind of goes back to the CDC and the government. When they were telling everybody to mask up, no, you don't need a mask. No, you need 2 masks. No, you need 3 masks. Wear a box. Fauci and everybody else. I mean, anyway. But anywho, yeah, there's been a lot of different stuff flying around that says that the masks will help again, they won't. And the whole reason that they rolled out all these vaccines and everything was so that way people didn't have to wear the masks. So that way everybody could go back out in the public and everybody could be a part of society again. Well, now they're saying now you need a mask back up again. Did the vaccines magically quit working? Were the vaccines worth a damn to begin with? I mean, who knows for sure? Sorry, I got somebody else jumping in here, so I got to say hello. But yeah, it's that's one of the things that's been bothering me. Everybody's contradicting themselves on this vaccine, the masks, and there's a potential for another lockdown coming around. So who do you really trust? I mean, there's a lot of information out there floating around saying you need to do this, you need to do that. And it's really hard for people to disseminate the information as far as who do you actually trust? Who do you follow? Well, in my mind, I really can't trust hardly anybody as far as when it comes to information, because everybody's flip-flop back and forth so much that they've kind of lost credibility. And quite frankly, they've lost my trust. And I know there's a lot of other Americans out there that probably feel the same way. Now, obviously, I can't speak for everybody out there, but I know there's a lot of people in the Midwest, around here in Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and other places, and other people that I've talked to that they don't know either. So they don't know what's right, what's wrong, what information to listen to. But anyway, so yeah, I'm afraid there's going to be another lockdown. Hopefully not. I've got my fingers crossed that there isn't, but I guess we will find out in the future here. So I'll get off that rant and go to my next one. Let's see. Our rights being trampled on. Boy, there's more than enough of those being trampled on, aren't they? Let me tell you, anywhere from owning guns to being able to go out in public to, hey, is this the Soviet Union? Do we have to have papers to travel everywhere? As far as COVID or, okay, well, you want to go and you're a bad guy, or anyway, this is a rant, people. This is just my opinion. Take it for what it is. So, anywho, yeah, as far as our rights being trampled on, especially with the guns, I talk a little, I'm on a couple different podcasts, and we like to talk about the Second Amendment and the First Amendment as far as that goes too, because freedom of speech and the right to own, carry, and bear arms. So, as far as the Second Amendment goes, it's gone way too far, and this started a long time ago. As far as I'm concerned, this started back in 1930s when Prohibition was around, and they started limiting guns back then. Anyway, you can go back and look at what all went back in during Prohibition. So you can see the start. I'm not going to get into that part of it tonight. So, but anyway, that kind of leads me to the ATF. The ATF has put out a lot of stuff, and now they're wanting to ban all semi-automatic rifles. Anything that's semi-automatic and box fed. Exactly, gun-loving grandpa. When are people going to stand up and say enough is enough? Exactly. That's kind of why I'm on here. Person gave me some advice here a couple days ago, and he said, even if it's been done before, do it, especially when it comes to the Second Amendment. If it needs to be said and it's been said, say it again. So anyway, I know I'm reiterating a lot of what people have said out there, but this is a chance to get it off of my chest and get it out there. And I know I don't reach a whole lot of people. Maybe I will if this thing is a little bit successful. I don't know. Anyway, getting back to it. The ATF is wanting to get rid of all of the semi-automatic rifles and anything, and there's a caveat to that, that accepts a box type detachable magazine. Well, I've got a couple like that, and even though they're under 10 rounds, which there's some states out there that require that if you carry anything like that, whether it be a pistol or a rifle, it has to be 10 rounds and under. And now they're just wanting to get rid of semi-automatic rifles with a detachable magazine clip. I don't care what the hell you call it. If it's removable and it has the bullets in it, they're wanting to get rid of it. So anyway, and further little note on that. It was just brought to my attention today, and I'll give him a shout out. Guns and Gadgets just got informed here a little while ago that the ATF took it upon themselves, and you can go look at his videos, and you can see where I'm getting this information. Well, I get so mad sometimes. Anyway, they actually changed the verbiage and the writing after they got it from the anti-gunners, from the politicians. Anyway, you can go check out that video. That was today, so I think it was about 4 or 5 hours ago. Sorry, I can't remember the name of the video, but good video. That's a good guy to go watch as far as Second Amendment news and stuff goes. So anyway, that's my little rant on the ATF, and as far as I'm concerned, we just need to get rid of them. Anyway, this is all my opinion. Go do your own research. Go take a look. Take it for what it's worth. Another thing. Presidential possible candidates that I would like to see run this year. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. I know they're popular in my book. You may not like them. Hey, this is who I like. So it's my channel. If you don't like it, go watch something else. Ron DeSantis. He's pretty much stood up against Biden and said, basically flew the middle finger in his face. He didn't have to say it. You can read between the lines. I think most people are pretty good reading between the lines. So, yeah, you can go check out some of his videos too, because, yeah, he's not a Biden fan either, and I'm not either. So, anyway, but that would be one of my candidates. Would be Ron DeSantis. Another one. Oh, sorry. He's from Florida, by the way, just in case you don't know. He's a governor down there. Another governor that I would really like to see possibly throw their hat in the ring, Kristi Noem from South Dakota. Farmer, rancher, no BS, doesn't have time for it. And she kept her state open the whole time, not limiting people their rights and taking stuff away from them, with a whole bunch of businesses and stuff shutting down. As far as I'm concerned, Ron DeSantis and Kristi Noem, they did it right. They left it up to the people of their state to make the call themselves on whether they needed to stay at home, go to work, wear a mask, whatever. They left it free. We're all adults. We can make our own decisions. I know there's some adults out there, trust me, couldn't hit their ass with both hands. But anyway, yeah, they pretty much left, especially Kristi. No, they left their states open and they let the people do what they wanted to do and left it up to them. They didn't have to bully anybody around or say that you have to wear a mask, you have to do this, you have to do that at all times, or we're going to come shut you down and your business is gone. And I know there's a lot of other places in some blue states. Sorry, I always get the colors mixed up. I'm for who I am. I really don't have a party, even though I consider myself a conservative, but I have some liberal views too. So I'm not 100% in any party line. So, but yeah. Anyway, that's my little nominees for who I think. Oh, one more. And I wish he would have got it over Trump because I think he was a better speaker. Ted Cruz. I know there's going to be some conflict on that. I may get some blowback on some of that, but hey, the guy, from what I can see most of the time, speaks the truth. And one of the things that he's been really outspoken about is the whole communism and these new hardline left-wing Democrats saying they're wanting communism and all this, and they're not even, most of them aren't saying it outright, but they're bending the knee to the loudest noise out there, even though it's small. They're bending the knee to that, and he's been speaking out about it the whole time. And I've seen some of the bills and stuff that he's put forth. Granted, a lot of stuff from the Republicans is getting shot down right now. There's not a whole lot we can do about it. I understand that. But anyway, that's another guy to go look at, as far as I'm concerned. Hopefully, one of these three people, and I know there's some other good ones out there, but that'd just be kind of my, not even necessarily top three that I can pick straight out of my head right now. So like I said, I'm doing this off the cuff. It's live. So I'm just saying what comes into my head. So it's completely unscripted. So anyway, we'll respond back to someone here real quick. I don't necessarily have to say that, but I got at least a couple people in here on such a short notice. Didn't have any notifications or anything else. So anyway, let's see what we got here. Oh, here's another. New Democrats versus old Democrats. A lot of your people are probably saying, what the hell is he talking about? Well, let me put it this way. Old Democrats, my grandma and my grandpa used to be Democrats back in the day. They both passed, God rest their soul. But they liked Democratic presidents. John F. Kennedy. Now, I never personally asked them on what party they were a part of, but they kind of leaned that way a little bit. So, but the old Democrats versus the new Democrats, the old Democrats were still in favor of guns. They wanted to still have the right to protect yourself with a firearm. And therefore, a lot of other stuff that I'm not going to get into right now, you can go look it up. So, but there's a lot of differences. So go do your homework on that one, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. Because man, they're nothing like they used to be, for sure. And speaking of that, I have some friends that I've been on some podcasts and stuff with. I won't name names or anything, but they used to be Democrats. And in the last couple of years, they've even told me in passing, man, I can't even recognize that party anymore. It's like, what happened? And I know, and I have Democratic friends. Don't have a problem with them. Don't have any problems hanging out together and having a beer. Not a problem. But man, this far left stuff, ooh. And don't get me wrong, I am not a fan of the far right either. I'm one of those guys that are kind of in the middle. I'll put it this way. I am a constitutionalist. By nature, for sure. If it's in the Constitution, I'm pretty much for it. So just in case if you were wondering where my ideas and everything lied, just go look at the Constitution. So anyway, let's check the show notes here real quick. Oh, okay, I guess I saved the best for last. President Biden. Now, there's a deal. Anyway, I don't know if this guy is in a nursing home or where his brain's at on most of the stuff. I honestly don't know. I don't know if he has a bunch of handlers, but man, some of the stuff this guy has said on news, and he won't come out but like that much to do anything as far as taking questions or just anything media related. And that's another slant I could get into, which I think I'm going to here real quick. President Biden is about as coherent as a duck with its head in the sand. Can't hear nothing, can't understand nothing. I feel sorry for the guy because I honestly think his brain is just freaking gone. So anyway, that's my rant on the president. There's too much on that one that I could dedicate a whole show to that one. So, but anywho, yeah, that's been some of my Pat Hirsch's Wednesday night rants. So I want to thank the couple people that showed up tonight, even though it was late and I didn't put out any notifications or anything tonight. I'd like to thank my brother that stopped by for a minute, and gun-loving grandpa for stopping in. So yeah, anyway, that's Wednesday night rants. Hopefully, if you're catching this on the replay, hopefully I will be doing this again next Wednesday. So anyway, I will see you all later. Have a good night, and long live the Constitution.